I am about ready to do a TaeBo instructional video here. This is where I teach my classes at TaeBo Fitness. I've been teaching here actually since 2010. And then I had hip surgery, and we had COVID, and I was out for like 3 years, and I'm back since September 2022. So I'm trying to build clientele back up here after all these years and all the stuff that's taking place. But I'm here to do an instructional video mainly for the people that are in my class. But if you want to come and visit and see if this is something you like to do as far as an exercise workout, I'm more than happy to have you guys here. I'm going to share little things about TaeBo Fitness, why it has become my foundational workout since, way back in the 90s, when Billy Blanks, who created TaeBo, came out with TaeBo videos, which became the top-selling video in the world. Sold over 1.5 million VHS tapes, in which I still have some of them in my storage. We're doing everything digital now, so you don't see a lot of tapes and DVDs and stuff like that, but I still have them. I keep them as mementos, just kind of a reminder of when I started TaeBo. So I'm going to share a little bit about why I love this and why I'll continue to do it for the rest of my life, Lord willing. Well, anyway, like I said, TaeBo came out in the 90s, middle to late 90s. My wife was actually the one that turned me on to this. I used to do martial arts before my fire service career. I took martial arts and I became very interested in the discipline and the mindset and all the things that comes with learning how to be a martial artist. Unfortunately, my fire service career started, which took up a lot of my time, and so I discontinued doing martial arts, but I still had this deep desire to continue to work out. And then my wife told me about this new fitness instructor that came out with these TaeBo videos that similar to what martial arts is. And so I discovered, through her information, I discovered about Billy Blanks and the fitness arena that he had just entered. And we talk about cardio kickboxing, and that's a lot of what TaeBo is. But TaeBo is more than just cardio kickboxing. The word Thai, T-A-E, comes from the word taekwondo, which is another form of martial arts, which Billy Blanks was a 7 times world champion in martial arts before he even came up with TaeBo. And of course, Bo is boxing. Okay, boxing is a sport that we're all familiar with. We know some of the famous boxers. Probably everybody knows who Cassius Clay or Muhammad Ali is, Shirley Leonard, Shirley Robertson way back in my day. These are just some of the boxers that we know. So Billy, very talented man of God, I like to say that, because he is a brother in the Lord. Created because Billy is a world-known celebrity. He's an actor. He involves himself in a lot of things to help people. That's what he's all about, helping people and giving glory to God in the process. So he attracted a lot of celebrities during his TaeBo. Some people like Magic Johnson, Paula Abdul, just to name a couple of people that got into TaeBo. I don't know if they're still into it, but I know that's a lot of people were attracted by it. Billy himself, I think it's either 2021 or 2022, received the Jack Lalanne Award. Many of us know who Jack Lalanne is. He was a very well-known exercise guy in black and white TV back in the day when I was growing up. Just did a lot of fitness stuff, and he actually lived to be almost 100 years old. I think he passed away at 99, which is a nice long life. We don't know what he passed away from. He just passed away, as far as I know. So Billy Blank received the Jack Lalanne Lifetime Achievement Award as being the top fitness person in the world, basically. You can look it up on your own. Billy's 67 years old, just 2 years younger than I am. has gone through some challenges himself physically. I think he had both of his hips replaced. But anyway, I became a TaeBo instructor because I was so interested, and I became a TaeBo instructor in 2006 after working out with the videos. It was offering people to become instructors. So I became a basic instructor in 2006, and then I continued to recertify every couple of years. We would travel either to California or different parts of the country to get recertified. So I maintained my certification, and in 2015, I went to Dana Point, California, and met Billy there with his wife, and there was only a couple other instructors there. And then I became an advanced instructor in 2015, and I've maintained that certification up until this day. The last few years we've been getting certified online because of the pandemic and stuff like that. But my next recertification will be in May of 2023. And I'll be back recertifying again. So, what is TaeBo, guys? I shared it as Thai, it means the word is kick. It comes from the word taekwondo, and Bo means boxing. Okay, so Billy took this and he created his world-renowned fitness program, and now we call it TaeBo Fitness. And a lot of us instructors, TaeBo Nation. You see right here, it says TaeBo Nation. And I got a lot of different stuff to identify myself as a fitness instructor linked with TaeBo Nation and TaeBo. So Billy came up with two acronyms when it comes to TaeBo, all right? And I love both of them. The first one he came out with a long time ago, and the word TaeBo stands for, T stands for total. A stands for awareness, E stands for excellent, B stands for body, and O stands for obedience. So total awareness of excellent body obedience. Total awareness, guys. What does that mean, total? It means your whole person, your body, your soul, your spirit. Okay, total awareness. Because you are a three-part person. Now, I'm not here to give you a message, a spiritual message, but really, that's kind of what this is all about. It's not just about your physical body, okay? It's about your soul, which is your mind, your emotion, and your will. And it is also, of course, about your body. So total awareness of excellent body obedience. So that's the first one he came out with a few years ago. And then he came out with this one not that long ago. T stands for take, A stands for action, E stands for execute, B stands for believe, and overcome. So think about that for a minute. Take action. You know, a lot of people, they talk about fitness, they talk about they want to get in shape, but they don't take any action. They don't do anything. So your body's not going to work itself out. You've got to make a determination that you're going to do what's best for you to give yourself as much longevity as possible on this planet. So you got to take action, okay? And then you got to execute what you learn. What is it? You know, I'm into TaeBo Fitness. It's, like I said, it's my foundational workout. I incorporate other things into it, which I'll share when we get into the instructional part of it. But you got to execute, right, what you're learning on a regular basis, guys. It has to be a lifestyle. And then you got to believe that what you're doing is beneficial to you and to others. Because it's not. I became an instructor because I want to help other people, like some of you guys that are watching right now. I want to help you as much as I can. Now, I'm not the only person that does fitness instruction. There's many of us out there. So find what works for you. We're not trying to, to make a name for ourselves per se, but we're trying to help you. All of us as instructors are trying to help you to be the very best version of yourself that you can be. And it has to involve physical fitness, okay? Like I said, I believe in the three-part person: body, soul, mind, emotion, will, and spirit, which is the real person in you that exists forever, okay? And that's a whole other lesson, the spiritual lesson. And then, it's overcome. Overcome what? Overcome the challenges that you face in life, because we all face them, right? I faced the 2 hip surgeries. I didn't have any real significant challenges as far as my body was concerned until 2019, in September 2019, right in this very club where I'm at right now. I was in so much pain that I couldn't go on, but I wasn't going to quit. I just had to figure out what has to happen so that I can get back into the thing that I love to do. And so I tried a lot of different things, and then I ended up having my hips replaced, and the pain was gone, and I'm so thankful to this day. I still have to battle and overcome other challenges that we all face in life. But I'm so thankful that I'm back able to do one of the things that I love dearly. So I have three main passions in life when it comes to helping people. Okay, my first passion is through my relationship with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, is to help people come into a saving knowledge and knowing Jesus. And then the second passion is what I'm talking about right now. It's helping you get the best physical conditioning that you can, and to do as Billy talked about in these two acronyms. You know, be able to challenge yourself, be able to be better at what you think you can be. You have to make that determination. And then my third one is a part of my career that I spent 34 years in as a firefighter, helping people in emergency situations, seeing people on some of the worst days of their lives. And so even after I retired in 2008, I started this company called Quality First Aid Training. And so now I teach people first aid, emergency care, you know, how to prepare for different things that you can be faced with in this life, okay, from a physical, from a natural standpoint. And so I just contracted last year with the Puget Sound Naval Air Base, shipyard out in Burlington, Washington. They have 14,000 employees out there. So once or twice a month I'll go out there and I'll help them get recertified in first aid and CPR and the use of an AED. So that's my third passion that I have. So those are my three passions. Okay, and I just want to share that with you briefly. Now I want to get into the actual introduction of TaeBo. And like I said, TaeBo is about kicking and boxing. And it's not, guys, it's not like, this comes from martial arts, but it's really, TaeBo is about moving. We have dance moves in it. We we go with 8 counts. So I can hear some of the music in the background, and I'll turn it up a little bit when we go through some of the instructional stuff. Because we do 8 counts. We do our workouts to the beat of the music. I would say about 95% of it. Sometimes it's not necessarily to the beat of the music, but most of it is. And so I'm going to go over the 4 basic punches, the 4 basic kicks, and I'm talking about how to prepare ourselves for working out first. So what's the first thing you need to do before you go to a workout class? You need to prepare yourself physically, mentally, before you get there. What do I mean? You need to eat a nice carbohydrate meal, like an hour or maybe an hour and a half before you come. Hydrate. I would say 16 to 24 ounces of one of your favorite beverages. You don't want to hydrate with coffee and anything like that can dehydrate you. I'm not against coffee. I drink more tea. But you want to prepare your body for it. So I'll be 70 years old. So I'm really into supplements and preparation so that I can be able to come here and do this as well as instruct it myself. So you want to prepare. So once you come here, you prepare. We come in and we get warmed up. We go through a warm-up phase to get the blood flowing, get your body nice and prepared. So we do what we call dynamic and static stretching. So we start out with dynamic stretching. It's just kind of like moving like an arm circle or something like that. Or we do what's called grapevine move. Just get the blood flowing, get the joints loose. Okay, so we do that, and then we go into what we call static stretching. Static stretching means I'm stretching and holding it. All right. So what would be a kind of a static stretch? We take our arms, we put it back behind our hand behind our arm, pull it out on our elbow, we hold it. Okay. I might bring it to the front here just to hold that stretch for a count of 8. Okay. We stretch our legs, the same thing. We move to get the blood flowing, get everything loose. And then we hold it and stretch it. We talk about balance, different things that you can do to get your body better able to do these workouts that we do here when it comes to TaeBo Fitness. And then we go through the workout itself, okay? The workout of punches and kickings and using light weights and some of the equipment that we use right back here I'm going to show you, okay? Billy came up with a lot of this stuff here. So this is some TaeBo equipment right here. These are called T3 hand weights. I got a bunch of these that I ordered a long time ago, and I incorporate these in my classes sometimes. And then we got TaeBo Billy bands. So Billy came up with these. He came up with some long time ago, then he came up with these recently, which are really nice. And then I show people how to utilize them in the class, how to put them on, and how to exercise with them. Okay, we do things like curls, we do things like chest press, we do things like squats and knee lifts, different things we do with these bands, okay? And then these T3 weights are so light, they're like a 1 pound weight, and we use those, we do our punches and stuff with those, you know, once we get nice and warmed up. Then we have boxing gloves, okay? I don't use the gloves in the class that much because, you know, I'm not going to supply gloves for everybody. The club can get those. And then these are called hand wraps, okay? We put these wraps on to kind of give you more support in your wrist, and, you know, they kind of help you. And a lot of times we can use these hand wraps and we can put these gloves on. These are some special gloves that I ordered through Billy's site. These are TaeBo Nation gloves. I use these. I use these kind of when I'm doing home videos, you know, for boxing and stuff like that. And then the club itself, and I have this at home too, we have bench. We work out on the bench. We do different things on the bench, different exercises on the bench. And then we have, the club also has some weights here. They got a nice set of weights. A lot of different equipment that we incorporate into the class, guys, to make the class interesting. None of my classes are exactly the same. I go through some of the same basic things like warming up and stretching, but sometimes I even mix it in the order that I do it. But I always want to make sure I target all parts of your body just to make sure that you're loose. We don't want you to pull or injure anything, all right? So that's just kind of a brief overview of some of the things that we do here in Macro YMCA when it comes to TaeBo Fitness, or what we call it is cardio kickboxing. So we have a mat, we get on the floor, we do floor exercises. So we just mix it up, guys. You know, one of the things, you don't want your body to ever hit a plateau. What do I mean by plateau? It gets to a certain point and that's where it just stops. So we mix it up, okay? I make people think in the class. That's why we do combination moves and stuff like that with our kicks, with our punches. And I'll go over just a few of those as I go through the instructional. So 4 basic punches, 4 kicks, 4 basic kicks, and then we do different combinations during the class. All right, so, and then I want to talk about some safety points to wrap up the class today. So let's go through the punches first, and then we'll go through the kicks. Now, the punches, one of the things that Billy says when we get prepared for our class, when we get ready to throw punches, we call this the chin in the cage, all right? We have chin in the cage, keeping our hands engaged and ready for throwing punches, okay? We have different stances that we use in the class, okay? So if I'm squat down here, this is called a 4-point horse stance. And I have the chin in the cage like this, all right? This is called fighting guard stance with my heel lifted up. And we throw punches this way sometimes, all right? So whether we're throwing the number 1 punch, which I'll talk about here right now, is called the jab punch, okay? So from this position, if we go into the fighting guard stance, I'm going to throw that jab. I'm going to throw that jab. I'm not going to fully extend my arm, but I'm going to twist my fist because I want to hit with these 2 knuckles. So I'm throwing that. Again, we're not fully elongating our arm because we don't want to hyperextend our arm. We don't want to injure anything. So I'm throwing that jab. And I might be moving my hips when I'm throwing it, all right? Or I might just stay stationary when I'm in a 4-point stance and I'm throwing that jab. I'm twisting that fist. I'm going from left to right or right to left. Okay? So that's called the number one, that's called the jab. Okay? And so we throw that, and it's kind of like, we call it as a parallel fist. What do I mean by parallel fist? Your fist is flat. I may twist it, and it's flat. I can come from the vertical position, and I throw it, and it goes into the parallel position where it's flat. So this is vertical, thumbs on top, and we'll talk about that in a minute when we get into our number two punch, which is our cross punch. All right? So that's your jab. So we might throw that jab and twist our hips. Okay, we might go 1, 2, 3, 4 with the knee raise. We do little different things that we incorporate with the beat. Okay, and I'm going to turn the beat up. We'll do a couple little short things in the class here to show you what I'm talking about. Most of you guys have been in my class, you know what I'm talking about. So we always go both sides of the body. Okay, we always exercise. We even it out. We never want to just work one side of the body. We don't want to get what's called muscle imbalance, where one part of the body is stronger than the other. We want to make sure that both sides of our body is strong. Now, if you're right-handed or left-handed, we want you to be ambidextrous when it comes to working out. You want to be able to use your left side of your body. You want to use your right side of your body. You want to be able to alternate from left to right. Okay, so that's number one, jab. Number two is called the cross punch. That's when your thumbs are on top, right? We call it this in a vertical fist position. So if I'm throwing that punch, I'm like this, and I'm always going shoulder to shoulder, guys, shoulder to shoulder with that vertical punch, right? Okay? I can throw a vertical punch and pivot this way, or I can throw the jab like that, and twist that fist and pull it back. But we always want to pivot our bodies when we're throwing punches this way in this position, all right? So if I'm in a horse stance, I'm just like here, and I'm throwing a cross body, right? If I'm in a fighting guard stance, if I'm throwing my right hand and with my right leg, I'm going to pivot, right? Left hand, pivot, right? Okay, it's a cross body. I can go from here like this and pivot too, or I can just stay down in my horse stance and go like this. That's going to engage my core a little bit more when I do that. Right? So we do a lot of different combinations and ways we can do these punches. So the first punch is your jab. The second punch is your cross punch, thumbs on top. Right, so what's the third punch? The third punch is called the hook. Okay, the hook is when your arm is in like a 90-degree position and you're hooking. It's exactly what it's called, hook. So I can go parallel hook, flat, or I can go thumbs on top, vertical fist. Okay, that way, right? Whatever you do, keep your thumbs in, right? Never let your thumbs come out so you can end up injuring yourself. We never want to throw our thumbs out. We want to keep those thumbs nice and tight. So if I'm throwing that hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm turning my hips and I'm hooking it, right? Or if I'm going to throw that vertical fist, same thing, hooking it, right? So that's your number 3. Where's your number 4 punch? This is called the uppercut. So with the uppercut, I can be in a horse stance like this, and I'm throwing that uppercut, guys. And remember, you don't curl your fist back into your face, okay? You want to throw that away from your body. So if I'm in this position, I'm facing you guys here, I'm throwing that uppercut like this. Or if I'm staying stationary with my feet planted, I'm going just like this, using that core. Guys, the nice thing about TaeBo, you're using your core a lot in these classes. We're doing hip raises, or side oblique raises, okay? We're doing front knee raises. We're doing back leg lifts, because we're working the entire core. Your core is not just your abs in the front. Your core goes all the way around your body, okay? You have tight abs and a weak back, you're gonna have a sore back, right? We wanna make sure we do different things to engage that as we're throwing these punches, and I'm gonna show you a moment for different kicks. So, uppercut, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we can go like this and pivot and throw that uppercut. So, throwing that uppercut, pivot, or staying in this horse stance like this and throwing it back, shoulder. Remember, it's always shoulder. Don't hook yourself back in the face like this, guys. Get it away from your body. That way your body's going to going to change over time. When we do the exercise, the technique the right way, we're going to get change in our body, but also keep ourselves safe in the process so we don't pull or injure anything. All right? All right, so number 1 is your jab, number 2 is your cross, number 3 is your hook, and number 4 is your uppercut. All right, so let's talk about the kicks now. So the first kick is called the front kick. We call it the number 5. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 punches, and number it that way, and you got 5, 6, 7, 8 kicks. So your first kick is your front kick. Now, when you throw a front kick, it's not like this dragging your leg. You bring your leg up, and you kick out, and you're kicking with the ball of your foot. So I'm bringing it up, I'm kicking out. Bringing it up, kicking it out. You don't have to go high. This is not martial arts where you're kicking way up in the air like that. Okay, some people are very flexible that can do that. But remember, this is not martial arts per se. This is a workout where we're using techniques similar to martial arts to get a good workout. We use different dance moves in the process as we go through it. Okay, and some of you guys, like I said, been in my class, you know, or you've watched videos that Billy's created, you know, that we exercise to the beat. The reason Billy's always talking about stay with the beat, stay with the beat. It helps coordinate things for you guys. You know, some of us may not have a whole lot of rhythm, but you can still do this workout, all right? Just practice at home, right? Get some of the videos and try to stay with the beat and the music. And we'll, like I said, we'll do a couple of short things here in a moment with the music. You kind of hear the music in the background. All right, so number 5 kick. So we could go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keeping with the ball here for number 5. So what's number 6 kick? Number 6 is your heel kick. So the heel kick is you turn your body towards your target, okay? You lift up your leg like this and you kick it back, right? So you're kicking with the heel. Again, you don't have to go high, okay? Like I said, it's not martial arts, but you want to do the right technique, bring it up, kick it out, back, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 8. Everything's 8 counts in our classes, guys, when we're doing these exercises. So we equalize the body, go to the other side, and the same thing. So get good at it. Use a chair for balance if you need to, so you can get your core nice and strong, but you don't need it. I even use a chair sometimes to make sure I'm getting my technique right. This is all about basics. Really reminds all of us as instructors. Keep going back to the basics. So sometimes you might have the beat down, but you can get really sloppy in your workout. So we always want to go back to our basics and make sure we're staying with it. Let's have fun, but also maintain the basics. So that's your number 6 heel kick. So number 7 kick is what is called the roundhouse kick. So you're pointing your hip in this direction, but you're bringing your leg up out like this and you're slapping, right? Instead of jabbing or stabbing like your heel kick, you're slapping, right? Balance in this knee, foot is pointing in that direction, you're slapping it. Bring it up, slap it, and sit it back down. Same thing on the side. Bring it up, slap it, and down. Slap and back down. So get a chair, balance in that chair, and work on those things, you guys. Okay? We keep working on it. When did we stop? We don't. I haven't stopped. I've been doing this stuff for over 20 years, and I'm still working on it, even as an advanced instructor. Okay? Because I want to maintain my skill levels as well as I'm trying to teach you guys the same thing. So that's your roundhouse slap kick. That's your heel kick. You're stabbing it, hips pointing in that direction. Okay? Same thing here with the roundhouse kick. But remember, you're bringing your leg out back here, and you're slapping instead of stabbing. You can do both in the class, mix it up. Okay, 6 and 7. And then your final kick is your 8, or your back kick. So with our back kick, it's just like what it says. Our back is facing this way, and we're kicking back. Okay, it's similar to the side heel kick, but except when you're facing directly here, and you're kicking backwards, right? Okay, you're toes pointing down because it's a heel kick. It's kind of like a horse kick. You're kicking back. So we equalize the side of my body. So I can go 1, 2, then I can go front, front, back, back. Okay? I can step and go side, step, 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 side. I can slap it, or heel, heel, heel. Okay? So we can mix all that. We do all different stuff, guys, in the class. Of course, what we do is combination moves, which I've been showing you guys in some of my classes. So let's just do one little thing. I'll turn the music up, and we'll speed up the music. So we'll start out with the music being slow first, and then we'll pick it up. So we go from, with the beat of the music at a slow BPM, and then we pick it up. All right, so get some music on here. Turn it up just a little bit. This is actually one of the music mixes that I used today in class. So we'll walk it out just like this. And we always encourage you guys to count in the class. Counting helps you keep on pace, coordinates everything that you're doing in the class. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now dip, dip, dip. Now 3 steps left. 1, 2, 3. So left and right. 4. Now uppercut. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now speed bag. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now jab. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jab hook cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we look at this way. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross, hook, and knee. Just something like that, guys. Then we go to the other side and do the same thing. If we squat, we're going to talk about squats and lunges in a moment. When you do those, you want to make sure you keep your knees behind your toes. All right? So if we do like a combination 1 is the 1 punch, right? Combination 1 and 5 would be jab, 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 and then step and kick. So we show you 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So similar to that, guys. So if I pick up the BPM, so if I get that BPM picked up a little bit, you'll see it change a little bit. So right here from my phone, with my mix on, I can change the beats, pick it up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So something like that, y'all. So what are we going to do? Combination number 2. Combination number 2, that's a cross-body punch and a slide. So we do what is called a slide step. So I'm going to go left, 4 steps forward, slide to the right, take it back. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, and slide. Back, 6, 7, and slide. Go. 1, 2, 3, and slide. Back, 6, 7, and slide. Uppercut. 1, 2, 3, 4, now slide. Back, 6, 7, and slide. Go. 1, 2, 3, and slide. Back, 6, 7. So something like that, y'all. Once you're in the class, you're working out with me, you'll get used to it, you start getting more smoother with it, and then go home and practice. I go home and practice. As an instructor, I'm always practicing and trying to come up with different combinations and moves. Let me show you what I use in my class on a regular basis. This is called oblique raise, heel toe, knee up, cross body. So if I go tap, 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 nice and slow. 5, 6, 7, 8, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now heel toe, cross body. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now knee up, touch that heel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now cross body punch. 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heel toe. 5 with the cross body punch. 6, 7, 8. Now knee up. 1, touch that heel. 2, 3, 4. Now cross body. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now tap. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Knee up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross body. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Knee up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross body. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm going to show you a combination 5 and 6 kick. 5 and 6 kick. Front kick, side kick. On 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Something like that, y'all. Just like that. So we just work on with different combinations, guys. So that's a little bit of introduction to the class. I'm going to talk about some safety things, which is very important. I know you guys are getting in the groove with the music. So come on to my class, guys. That's what we do. High energy music. A lot of music I play mixes, bringing glory to the Lord as we're picking up the pace, guys. We're moving our feet, moving our hands, moving our bodies, engaging our minds. So a couple of things to finish up the class with today, guys. Introduction video. Okay, remember, never fully extend your arms. Never fully extend your leg when you're kicking either. Always want to keep a bend in that leg and snap those kicks. Okay? Always keep your knees behind your toes when you're lunging or when you're squatting. So what I mean by that, so when I do a squat, sit back. Never let your knees go forward like this. Always sit back. Okay? And then when I'm lunging, the same thing. Don't ever let the knee go forward. Always lunge down. Keep the knee behind the toe. Right? Always want to make sure you do that. Okay, stay hydrated through the class, throughout the class, anytime. I'll tell people to hydrate at certain times, but if you feel like you need to hydrate before I tell you to go ahead and do it, guys, all different levels. Our bodies are all different. But we all need the same basic needs. Okay? We need to have food, we need to have good hydration in order to be effective, have an effective and profitable workout. And take breaks when you need it. Right? You're not trying to compete against anybody in the class. You're competing against yourself, right? And then you want to make sure when you get out of breath to slow down, right? You should be able to talk when you're working out. And I'm not talking about you still breathing hard sometimes, but you should be able to talk, just like I'm doing right now. I got breathing hard because I'm moving, I'm working, but I still should be able to do. If I get winded, too tired, I feel lighted, I have to stop, guys, right? And don't push through pain. Okay, you may get tired, but I'm talking about pain. If you have pain, it's your body telling you something is wrong. And you need to get it checked out by your physician. If you've never done a workout like this, I highly recommend you go talk to your doctor, your physician, let them know, okay, what you're going to be doing, punches and kicks, right? And just do the best you can, staying safe. Again, I always say prepare for your workouts. Hydration, carbohydrates. This is a high energy workout. You know, of course, we warm up, we stretch out, but then we get to move. We get to moving. We get to using weights, light weights, bands, as you saw, different equipment that we use in the class. Now, my goal is for you to stay safe and to get in the best shape of your life, guys. So this is Johnny Bell here at the Matt Griffin YMCA, where I teach on Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Go to our site, check it out. You can message me on my Facebook page, my YouTube channel. If you want to come to some classes, guys, I'm more than happy to have you come and visit, be my guest, and then decide on if this is something you want to do on a regular basis. We're just trying to get back to some normalcy after the pandemic, and you know, we still got some stuff going on. I mean, there's always going to be stuff going on in the world that we live. But guys, I just want to encourage you, get into a workout that works for you, make it a lifestyle, because remember, you got to remember, you know, you got to count the costs if you don't, because someone is counting on you, right? You have a gift, you have a talent, you have an ability. I'm not saying it's necessarily a physical fitness instructor, but somebody's depending on you. Somebody needs the gift that you have, and we want you to be here as long as you can to utilize it to be a blessing in the lives of other people. That's what I live for. I live to be a blessing in the lives of other people, bringing glory and honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because He's the one, the reason why I'm here. I could have been gone a long time ago. I'm going to be 70 this year. Me and my wife are going to be, Lord willing, celebrating our 70th birthdays together. And we've been together for, gosh, over 50 years. And I'm so thankful for every year that I've been given on this planet, and I want to make the best of it. I want to count every day as if it's the last day, because someone is counting on me. Someone is counting on you. All right, guys, God bless you. Have a great day, and I'll see you here at Matt Griffin YMCA. Johnny Bell signing off. God bless.